Today we're having a very chill Mahjong day with Matthew and my mom. We're doing a 3-person Mahjong. It is possible to play with 3 people. I'm player east, so I roll the dice to determine where we break the wall from, and it is player south's wall. I covered the entire setup on my Instagram, so you can head over there to take a look if you want, or if you think it's more helpful that I do a YouTube video explaining while we play, I'm also happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments. So yeah, for a 3-person Mahjong, everything about setup is the same. It's just that you do have to pull the tiles out for the missing player. My mom is currently visiting from Hong Kong. She actually brought my grandma's vintage set. It is a hand-carved set, and it is a Chinese set, so it has 144 tiles. And if you can see in the left corner of the screen, the wind indicator and the 3 die, it's so vintage, it's ancient, it's so beautiful. So I'm reorganizing my tiles here. I usually do it by suit and winds and dragons. Oh, also we're on the east round right now. So depending on the round that it is, it helps me prioritize which wind tiles I keep. So for me, obviously I would keep east tiles if I had any, but I don't think I do here. Yeah, I have south and north. And because I'm east, I throw out the first tile. And now it is my mom's turn, and we skip player souths. In terms of strategy, I'm not a pro player, but I assess all my tiles to see where I could easily form 4 triplets and a pair. And right now, honestly, it's looking like an all triplet. So that's do wu, which means it's all pong and a pair. But it also depends on what I'm self-drawing and also what the other players, especially the player before me, is discarding. Yeah, so I remember secretly I'm indicating to you guys I have 2 potential pong here, but if I focus on just the bamboo suit on a single suit hand, that gives me a much higher scoring hand. Okay, I just got a flower, so I have to replace a tile from the back of the wall. I got another flower, so we have to replace one more time. Okay, so now I have more bamboos, but it's still a little early to decide what kind of hand I want to play out, because I do have 3 potential pong now with the extra bamboo, the 3 bamboo that I just drew.
keep up 唔到啊！佢哋太快。佢哋有冇講嘢？即係佢哋。哦，一時時啦，但係太快到真係冇時間。都話係啊。
Okay, so now I definitely have more of a direction because I just got 1 bamboo, which is the bird tile, which means I think I'm gonna commit to an all triplet suit. The cool thing about my hand right now is that honestly I can flip-flop between all triplet or a half flush and full flush with the bamboo suit. In scoring, half flush and all triplets score the same, but if it's a full flush, then that is a much higher scoring hand, and I always try to get the highest scoring hand that I possibly can. Something I also look for is what the player before me throws out. So I noticed that Matthew was actually throwing out a lot of sticks, which works in our favor. So he threw out 1 bamboo, which because I already had 2 of the tiles, I could call a pong. And then someone else also threw a 3 bamboo, so I could call a pong again. Also, just something about me, I use bamboo and sticks interchangeably. I love keeping dragons, so I have a whiteboard on the end, papan, but I have to throw it out because I don't think I'm gonna get a second one. Right now, if you look at my hand, I'm about to win. I'm either calling on the 2 character tile or the 4 circles. And when you're on the last tile and you're about to win, you can either self-draw, win by self-drawing, or you can win on any person's discard. Oh wow, that's really good.
Lucky.
七索。
但係如果唔係自己摸，係咩啊？我哋111
七索。Oh, the 9 gates. So that one's really hard.
咩啊？打咩啊佢？
八板。
哦，
紅中。
點啊？
八。
So my mom just won on Matthew's discard, and here you would usually say Sik Wu in Hong Kong Mahjong.
哇！揾一色，但係你有東，即係揾一色三，跟住有自己嗰個係咪花？
唔係啊，佢㗎。
哦，佢 OK。
4花。
Yeah.
你係咪清一色啊
No，我對到胡啊。
So before this round, I actually challenged my mom to not win on a chicken hand because I'm like, you can do better than a chicken hand. Don't get me wrong, I encourage chicken hands for any beginner players who's still getting used to the flow of Mahjong. But once you understand and are comfortable with the flow of Mahjong, chicken hands usually stop that flow, which is why a lot of house rules kind of declare like no chicken hands. So once the game finishes, you take the wind indicator and you move it to the next player, which would usually be south, but since we're missing south, it would go to my mom. And now that she's assumed the position of east, it means I am west. So there's a little minor detail with the wind indicator. Let's say I won the last round, okay? If you win on the round where you have the wind indicator, which means you're east, that means you get to keep the wind indicator for the next round and you get to be east/player 1 again. So basically you get to keep playing as east until you lose the round, and then the wind indicator would go to the next player.
我成日都驚佢哋會投訴，因為我成日都好大聲唱歌。慣咗啦，但係唔會投訴咯。但係好多人都話：你點解會投訴咧？有個免費 concert。
我唔係㗎，你都要睇下佢有冇 B B 啊！你咧人哋瞓緊覺㗎，你嚇醒人哋。咁啊係，冇 B B。
So you see how I'm kind of dealing for other people sometimes? That usually does not happen when you have all 4 players. Everyone gets their own set of tiles. But you know, if another player is a little further from that wall, then it's courtesy or etiquette really to just pass them along the tiles. It just really depends on the player, but we're really chill here. But for some other players, it might matter more to them. So just decide on that rule before you kind of play, because there is a superstition sometimes that if you touch other people's tiles, then you affect their feng shui. So it just depends. So just now you might have heard me say omofa. It just means that I declared that I don't have flowers. So usually if you have flower tiles, you have to replace it from the back of the wall, right? But you replace it in the order that you play. So if you declare it, then the next player can replace it if they have any flower tiles. So if you look at my set, it's pretty bamboo and character tile heavy, except for circles, I already have a potential pong with the 7 circles. And I also have a potential pong for 6 characters. So again, it really just depends on what we self-draw before we choose what hand to play. It's looking like we could potentially do all triplets again. We have 2 of 4 bamboo, 2 of 6 characters, and 2 of 7 circles right now. But I'm holding out for an all bamboo set. That's what I really like to aim for. This self-draw of 7 bamboo is changing everything for us. Immediately, I know we should focus on a bamboo hand, okay? Going from the left, we already have 1 triplet, 1, 2, 3 bamboo, and then we have 4 bamboo, potential pong, and then we also have a 7 bamboo and a 9 bamboo, which means if Matthew threw out an 8 bamboo, we could immediately call sung. Ooh, this is interesting. So we just self-drew a 7 bamboo, which obviously we're not mad about. The more bamboo, the better. We can potentially do a 7 bamboo pong or a consecutive 7, 8, 9 bamboo. Right now, I just noticed that there are 2 birds in the discard pile. The bird is 1 bamboo. And because we know there are 4 of the same tiles, Matthew's discard of the 3rd 1 bamboo meant that I really wanted to take it. I definitely accidentally revealed my 1 bamboo, which I didn't mean to do. That was a rookie move. So now looking at the hand, the 1 bamboo is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb because it doesn't really fit into anything. We can't really form a pair anymore. So hopefully we can have a use for it if by any chance we self-draw a 2 and a 3 bamboo so we can do another consecutive run. Oh, yes. So for really liking the self-draw 3 bamboo, because that means we have another potential triplet for a consecutive. The 1 bamboo slash bird is not going to waste. We're pretty close, and as you can see, I have 2 4 bamboo and 1 9 bamboo and 1 red center. Best case scenario right now is we get a 4 bamboo to pong with, get another 9 bamboo, so we have 2 9 bamboos, which means we win on a full flush.
Butterfingers.
Oh no，發財！
You may be wondering why we're keeping the red center and not really switching it out for a bamboo tile. If it was a useful bamboo tile at this point in the game, I would definitely keep it. But the last bamboo tile that we just threw out was not useful because I looked at the discard pile. I also looked at other players' revealed hands. And so it really becomes a probability game, right? If most of the other tiles of the tile that we drew were already out, the chances of us forming a pair or a triplet is very rare. And the probability for forming a pair or a triplet with red center is a little bit higher. So as you can see, I switched out red center with east. Because I looked at the discard pile, I saw that 1 red center was already out, but none of the east were out yet. Oh yeah, this is exactly what we want. We are booting East out because we got 9 bamboo. At this point, we're 1 tile away from winning, either on the 4 bamboo or the 9 bamboo.
哎呀！
Oh, that was so close. Matthew had my cards because we were both trying to form a bamboo hand. A lot of players usually don't go for the same suit if they see another player is building that hand. But for me personally, I always just say, look at the cards that you have. Like, to be honest, we could have gone for the character suit, yes, but I wasn't really self-drawing any characters. So it didn't make sense for me to go for characters simply because Matthew was building a bamboo suit, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed this Mahjong stream. Let me know if you would want to see more of it. I am happy to break anything else down that feels confusing on long form content as well. Or you can head over to my Instagram at @vivkachow to check out some of the videos that I posted where I teach everyone how to play the game in parts. Just let me know what would be most helpful for you, and I can't wait to get to know you guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.